Hi there, today we're going to be looking at compound interest. First, we'll take a look at what is interest. Interest is a payment from a borrower or bank to the lender. It is calculated at a specific rate. We call this the interest rate. There are two types of interest calculations. The first is simple interest. Simple interest has fixed interest payments each time period. The formula for simple interest is the interest equals to the principal or initial amount multiplied by the interest rate multiplied by the number of times the interest is calculated. The second type of interest calculation is compound interest. In compound interest, the interest payment increases each time period. Interest is calculated on top of the previous interest calculation. The formula for compound interest is the final amount equals to the principal amount, open bracket, 1 plus the rate, close bracket, to the power of the number of times interest is compounded. Let's compare these two interest calculations. For example, you invest $100 into an account that has an interest rate of 10% per annum, which means per year. In the diagram, we have a $100 bill. In simple interest, each year you will get a fixed interest payment of 10% of your principal, which is $100. 10% of $100 is $10. At the end of the first year, you will have $110. In the second year, you will gain another $10. So you will have $120 at the end of the second year. In the third year, you will gain another $10, leaving you with $130 at the end of your third year. In compound interest, interest payments will be 10% of the account value in the previous year. In the first year, you will gain 10% of $100, which is $10. You will have $110 at the end of the first year. In the second year, your interest payment will be 10% of $110, which is $11. At the end of the second year, you'll have $110 plus $11, which is $121. In the third year, the interest payment is 10% of $121, which is $12.10. The value of the account after 3 years will be $121 plus $12.10, which is $133.10. Using compound interest, your money will grow faster and faster. Let's take a look at some examples. Here is our first example. You invest $1,000 into an account that pays 2% interest compounded annually. Find the value of the investment after 1 year. Here we'll need to use the compound interest formula, which is the amount is equal to the principal multiplied by 1 plus r to the power of n. First, we need to find P for principal, R for rate, and N for the number of times the interest is compounded. The principal amount is $1,000. The rate will be 2%, which is the same as 0.02. The number of times the interest is compounded will be 1. Our formula then becomes 1,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.02 to the power of 1. This gives 1,000 multiplied by 1.02. We will then have 1,020. In part B, we want to find the value of the investment after 2 years. The principal will be the same amount, which will be $1,000. The rate will still be 0.02. The number of years has now changed to 2. Let's highlight our first answer. Our calculation then becomes the amount is equal to $1,000 times 1 plus 0.02 to the power of 2. This gives 1,000 bracket 1.02 to the power of 2. We will then get $1,040.40 at the end of the second year. In part C, we want to find the value of the investment after 3 years. Our principal amount is still the same, which is $1,000. The rate is 0.02. The number of years has now changed to 3. The amount after 3 years will be given by $1,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.02 to the power of 3. This gives 1,000 bracket 1.02 to the power of 3. The amount after 3 years will be $1,061.21. Additionally, we can label our amounts A1 for the amount after 1 year, A2 for the amount after 2 years, and A3 for the amount after 3 years. Here's our next example. You invest $600 for 10 years at 3.5% per annum compounded annually. How much interest will you gain at the end of your investment? First, we'll write our compound interest formula. This will be the amount is equal to the principal multiplied by 1 plus r to the power of n. We are given that the principal amount is $600. The rate is 3.5% per annum, which is the same as 0.035, and n will be 10 years. Let's substitute that into our equation. We will have $600 multiplied by 1 plus 0.035 to the power of 10. This will give $600 multiplied by 1.035 to the power of 10. We will then get $846.36. The question is asking for how much interest you gained. To find the interest gained, you need to subtract the original investment, which was $600. We will then have the interest is equal to the final amount, subtract the principal. The principal is the initial investment. We will then have $846.36, subtract $600. The interest earned will be $246.36. Here is our last example. You invest $3,500 into an account that pays you 4% interest compounded annually. A. Find the value of the investment after 6 years. First, we'll write our compound interest formula, which is A is equal to P bracket 1 plus R to the power of N. P will be given by $3,500. The rate is 4%. We can use 0.04. N is the number of investment periods, which will be 6 years. Let's substitute this information into our formula. We will then get 3,500 multiplied by 1 plus 0.04 to the power of 6. This will give us $3,500 times 1.04 to the power of 6. Therefore, the amount after 6 years will be given by $4,428.62. Part B. Your friend invested $3,500 into an account that pays 4% per annum using simple interest. What will be the difference between the value of your investment and your friend's investment in 6 years' time? Your friend's investment can be calculated using simple interest. The simple interest formula is I is equal to PRN. The principal amount is $3,500. The rate is 0.04. N is given by 6 years. The interest earned by your friend will be $840. How does this compare to your investment? We need to find your interest. To calculate interest, we need to subtract the initial amount. So we can do the final amount, subtract the principal amount. This will give us $4,428.62, subtract $3,500. Your interest will be $928.62. Lastly, we'll just subtract to find the difference. So we'll do $928.62, subtract $840. Therefore, the difference will be $88.62.